Hello and welcome to We Learn Virtual Learning Network. This is session number 7 of Hindi 1. Topics to be covered in this session are sound patterns. As we have already studied about various letters in Hindi alphabet, now we are going to learn about their patterns. As we have sound patterns in English, similarly we have the sound patterns in Hindi. We will now learn the sound pattern from each alphabet. Different vowels you have, that is in Hindi we call swar. So we learn the different sound patterns with the swar and consonants, that is vyanjan. So let us start with vowels first, that is swar. This is a small sound and the first letter of Hindi alphabet. It's a small sound of a. As you can see in Roman also, it's a written in a. That is fal. Now you can see in this word fal for l. It's a small sound of a. Fal. P-H-A-L. A symbolizes the sound of a. Fal is fruit. You all know fruit. Different fruits we have. Mango, apple, banana and pear, grapes. These are all fruits. So this is called fal. In Hindi we call it fal. Similarly, ghar. G-H-A-R. A representing a sound pattern. Ghar. Ghar. Ghar is what? Home. Home is the place where we live. Where we live with our family. The place is called home. In Hindi we call it ghar. What do we call it? Ghar. Few more words with this sound. Jug. Jug is what? The whole world. We have the whole globe, the earth. We have the whole world. It's called jug. Jug is the whole world. The place where we live, or this whole world, we reside in this world. Then peas. Peas is what? Matar. Matar you have seen. This is matar. You can see M-A-T-A-R. So A representing the sound of a. Matar. That is peas. Peas is what? It's a vegetable, green vegetable. You must have seen this kind of vegetable. You must have eaten. This is called peas. This is matar. Now the long sound of ah. That was a small sound. That's a. It's ah. Long sound of ah. Double A represents long sound of ah. So the first word is sham. Double A representing long sound of ah. Sham. Sham is what? Evening. You can see in the picture the evening scene when the sun sets. That is called as evening. We call it as sham. What do we call it? It is called as sham. Beetle leaves. Beetle leaves are what? You can see these kind of leaves. These are called pan. What do we call it? Yeah, it's right. It's called pan. These are beetle leaves. You must have seen these kind of leaves. These are called pan. This is a common design we also have in our playing cards. We call it as pan design. In playing cards we have it. It's called pan. Few more sounds with this pattern. The next word is masala. What is it? Masala. Masala is what? Spices. Spices, what? You have seen spices? It is very much used in Indian food especially. They like to eat spicy food. Turmeric, red chili powder, pepper and salt, black salt. We have many spices in our Indian food. It gives a flavor to the food. It gives a aroma to the food. So it is very much common in Indian food. Spices in Hindi we call them as masala. Masala. That is called spices. Next word is kala. You can see kala. Kala is what? Black. The color black, color of sophistication, complexity, we call it as kala. It's a color of mourning sometimes. So the color black, it's called kala. Now the next sound pattern, that is E. That is small e. It's not the long sound of E, it's small sound of E. I have represented it by I. That means E, small e. So let's start with the first word, that is sir. Sir is what? Head. The upper portion, the body part. Head we all know. We have hair on our head. In Hindi we call head as sir. What do we call it as? Sir. It's E sound we represented by this symbol. You can see on sir we have E symbol. It is on the left hand side of the letter. That is called sir. Then next word is kiran. Kiran. On K we have this sound. This is called as kiran. Kiran is what? Sun rays. You must have seen sun's rays. So these are, in Hindi we call them as kiran. Sun rays. The rays coming from sun, they are called as kiran in Hindi. You have seen the rays. In the picture you can see. Few more words with this sound pattern. Next word is hiran. Hiran is what? Deer. You must have seen this animal. It's a wild animal usually found in jungles, but it's a herbivorous animal usually eaten by carnivorous animals like tiger and lion, because it has a very soft skin, soft flesh it has. It runs very fast, but usually being caught by wild animals like lion and tiger for its flesh. It's a herbivorous animal. We call it as deer. Deer is what? Hiran. It's what? Hiran. On her we have this symbol of E on the left hand side. It's a small sound, hiran. Next is dil. Next one is dil. Dil is what? Heart. Heart we all know, our body part which pumps blood. It takes care of our all feelings. Heart is very important part of our body. If it stops, then the whole body stops. So it is very important part of our body. That is Dil. Dil is heart. It's called dil. Dil is what? Heart. Next sound pattern, that was the earlier what we have studied is E. That's a small sound of E. Now it's the long sound of E. It's the long sound of E. Long sound. Double E represents the long sound of E. So the word here is cheel. Cheel is what? Eagle. Cheel is what? Eagle. Cheeni is what? Sugar. Eagle, we have seen this bird. It has big wings, large wings, and it's a bird which feeds on dead and decaying matter. It's a big bird, fly usually on heights. You can see in the picture. It is usually found in India. Next word is cheeni. Next word is cheeni. Cheeni is what? Sugar. We use sugar in all our things, for milk, for making many puddings. We use sugar. For tea and coffee also. So this is called sugar. That is cheeni. Few more sounds we will study with this sound pattern. E. So next word is keel. Keel is what? Nail. We use it to hang pictures, to hang wall hangings, to hang paintings. It is called nail. Nail is what? Keel. We use it to hang pictures on the wall, to hang paintings on the wall. We use this nail. It is called keel. Next is matchstick. That is teeli. Teeli is what? Matchstick. In the matchbox we have matchstick to light candle. It's called matchstick. In Hindi we call it as teeli. What do we call it? Teeli. You can see the long sound teeli. Next is the sound of oo. Next is the sound of oo. Small oo. You can see the letter oo and the symbol by which we used to tell about this sound. You can see it's on the left hand side. On B we have this symbol bulbul. It's called bulbul. Bulbul is nightingale. It's a very melodious bird. Its sound, its voice is just amazing. It's very beautiful. It's very nice, melodious sound. This is called nightingale. It usually attracts Arabian travelers when they are tired, fatigued. It sings songs and attracts Arabian travelers. It's a very melodious bird. It sings very nicely, melodiously and very beautifully. We call it as bulbul. What do we call it as? Bulbul. Next is morning. Morning is what? Subha. Subha. When the sun rises, the day starts. It's called morning. Subha. Few more sounds. Pull. Pull is what? Bridge. It is usually over river or over the roads we have sometimes. It's called bridge. To cross over that portion, we have this kind of bridge you can see in the picture. It's called pull. Bridge in Hindi we call it as pull. Book. Book is what? Pustak. Book is what? Pustak. Book is a thing which gives us knowledge, information. Book is pustak. Next is oo. It's a long sound of oo. You can see how do we represent this sound in the word. It's doodh. On the we have this symbol. It moves to the right hand side. Doodh. Doodh is what? Milk. Cow gives us milk. The nutritious diet. Milk. We call it doodh. Next is pigeon. Pigeon is again a bird found usually in India. It's called kabutar. This kind of bird, very sweet, very innocent bird. It's called pigeon, as you can see in the picture. It's called, but these days it has become extinct, very rarely found anywhere. This is called pigeon. In Hindi we call it kabutar. The sound of double O represents the long sound of oo, that is kabutar. Few more sounds with this pattern. Long sound of oo, that is chooha. Long sound of oo, chooha, that is rat or mouse, we call it as chooha. This animal you must have seen in houses. This is the favorite of a cat. It likes to eat rat. Cat always likes to eat mouse. So it usually can be seen in houses, eating the leftover food. This is called chooha. Next is sun. Sun is what? Suraj. The long sound of oo, it's Suraj. Suraj is what? Sun. Next is A. It's a sound of A. It's a small sound of A. It is called ladke. Sound of A. You can see the symbol. How do we represent the small sound of A? On curve we have this symbol. Ladke. Ladke are what? Boys. We call them as ladke. In Hindi we call them ladke. Boys are what? We all know we have two human beings, males and females. Boys, they are called as ladke in Hindi. Next is khel. Khel is what? Sports. We have lot many sports across the world. Football, cricket, volleyball, badminton. Lot many sports games are there. We call them as khel. What do we call them as? Khel. Sound of A. You can see on curve. Sound of A. Khel. That means sports. Few more sound patterns with this sound. Kapde. What do we call? Kapde. Kapde are what? The clothes we wear. The outfit we wear. During summers, winters we vary clothes. In summers we wear cotton. In winters we wear woolen. In rainy season we wear umbrella. We take raincoat. These are all clothes. Clothes, we wear clothes to cover our body from heat, cold, dust, rain. So clothes in Hindi we call them as kapde. What do we call them as? Kapde. Next is oil. Oil is tel. Oil we all know. We get oil from mustard seeds, we get oil from almonds, we get oil from fish, cod liver oil. Many type of oils we use to eat. It gives us energy, it gives us fat and carbohydrates, and it gives us energy. Usually Indians use it at sopar. This is called tel. Now the long sound of air. Long sound of air. It's the first word is terna. Terna is what? Swimming. Terna is what? Swimming. Swimming, we all do swimming in the pools. It is called terna. In Hindi we call swimming as terna. Feet, which helps us to walk. It is a limb, hind limb. We call it as feet in English. And pair, air, sound of air, pair. Pair helps us to walk. You can see in the picture. This is a limb. We use to kick, use to swim, we use it to walk, we use it to run, we use it to many purposes we use it. So it is called feet in English and pair in Hindi. Few more words. Kaid. Kaid is what? Prison, where we keep prisoners, criminals behind the prison. We call it as kaid. Those who do wrong things, wrongdoings, we put them behind the bars. So that is called kaid. Brother. That means bhaiya. Brother is what? Yes. Son of a female, two sons of a female, they have the relationship of brother amongst each other. So brother, in Hindi we call them as bhaiya. Now the sound of O. O, it's ghoda. What do we call it as? Ghoda. Ghoda is what? Horse. Horse is an animal which runs very fast. You must have seen horse. It's called ghoda. It's an animal. Earlier it was used to go from one place to another when we don't have the vehicles. It's called ghoda. Next is mota. Mota is what? Fat. You can see in the picture, fat man. Fat is what? Mota. When we suffer from obesity, the situation is called fat. The man becomes fat. It's called mota. Few more words with this sound. Koyal. That's kaku. It's a very again melodious word. Very beautiful singing bird. A bird which sings really well, very nicely, very melodiously. It's called kaku. We call it as koyal. What do we call it as? Koyal. Next is gold. Gold is a metal. We use this metal as ornaments. You can see in the picture, it's a favorite of women to wear gold. They like to wear gold. It is used to make jewelry ornaments. It's called sona. What do we call it? Sona. It's a sound of awe. Next sound is of awe. Awe is what? Kawa. Ow. So it's a sound of ow. Kawa. Kawa is crow. Blackbird. It has a very harsh voice. Usually seen on top of roofs. It's called kawa. Next is race, that is daud. We have the race competition. We run and check out who is the fastest player. That is called daud. Few more words. Maun. Maun is what? Silent. When we are quiet, when we keep quiet, that condition is called silent. We don't speak a word, we don't utter a word. That condition is called silent. In Hindi we call it as maun. We call it as maun. Plant. Plant is what? Paudha. Small plant. Green plants we have. It's called paudha. Now the next sound is of ang. It's a sound of ang. So the first word is bandar. Sound of ANN. And it gives a sound of bandar. From nose we have this kind of sound. Bandar. Bandar is monkey. You must have seen this animal. This is called monkey. It has a long tail. It sometimes bites also very harshly. It is called monkey. We call it as bandar. Next is sandalwood. Sandalwood is chandan. Chandan. From the nose we speak up this sound chandan. On this tree, we get this from trees, sandalwood. On this tree we have very poisonous snakes. Sandalwood. It's called chandan. Few more sounds. Feather. Feather is what? Pankh. Pankh is feathers. Birds usually have feathers in their wings. So it's called pankh. Dant. Dant is tooth. We have teeth in our mouth to bite, to chew, to grind. We call it dant. Dant is one tooth. So it is called dant. Pankh, feather. Birds have feathers in their wings to fly. And tooth, we use it to bite, to chew, to grind. This is called dant. So we have studied about various sound patterns in this session about the vowels. In vowels, how do we use the symbols to represent that vowel? For ang we use dot. For u we have different symbol. For e we have different symbol. You have studied about the various sound patterns in this session about the vowels. We'll study more sound patterns in the next session. That is all for this session by now. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Happy learning. We learning.